Yo guys, what's going on? It's FIFA Flow here. Welcome back to another podcast. Welcome to season 2, episode 17 of the podcast. Today we're going to be talking about a lot of national games, especially with the World Cup. We have the World Cup weekend this week, World Cup qualifiers, and we've just seen our first few qualifying nations from Europe. And I'm not sure about from Asia, Africa, or like the CONCACAF. I'm not sure from those, but right now we know from Europe. We've seen some group stage qualifiers going right to the World Cup, and some big national teams who might not make it to the World Cup and they're going to the playoffs, but they might not go to the World Cup. So we're gonna be talking about all these national games today on this podcast. No club games this weekend, so didn't really post anything on club games. But if you guys checked out the Instagram, I did say we're gonna be waiting till today to post the podcast because we had Brazil versus Argentina, and then we also had Canada versus Mexico, which I wanted to talk about as well. Two big games. I wanted to delay the podcast for those two big games as well, and we're gonna be talking about the weekend national games as well. If you're not already followed me on Instagram, make sure you go follow me now. It'll be really appreciated, as well as that's where I post literally every single thing when I post, if I'm going to post, and when I do post. So everything is there. Make sure to go follow now. The link will be in bio, but here you go. This is it. FIFA_flow. We're at 52 followers. Let's see if we can get to 60 by the end of 2021, guys. Anyways, let's get into the video. Let's start off with Canada versus Mexico. Just ended about 30 minutes ago, I think it was. But let's go Canada. Let's go Canada with actually I don't know how to say this name. I'm gonna butcher it, but I'm just gonna go with Kyle Lauren. Kyle Lauren scoring in the 45 minute of added time, as well as in the 52nd minute, scoring 2 goals for Canada, and then Hector Herrera actually scoring in the 90th minute as well. So yeah, pretty good game. Happy to see Canada win. It was in Edmonton in the snow, so that was unfortunate. That was quite unfortunate for Mexico. But on the other hand, Mexico did actually, stat wise, they did beat us. I don't know performance wise because I didn't really watch the game. But stat wise, they did do better than us. So I don't know. I didn't expect them. 60%, 59, basically 60% possession, 12 shots and 6 shots on targets. That's very impressive, especially for a team who lives in the equator and is playing in the snow, in the freezing -10 degrees snow. That's kind of impressive to still like have more possession. And I'm pretty sure they probably played it slower, or maybe they played it faster, trying to run to get warmer. You can see they got many shots, they ran faster and everything to get warmer. But yeah, that puts us Canada at 16 points. USA just drew, or I think they lost today. I think they were versing Jamaica, and I think they drew. Yeah, they drew. And they got 15 points, and that win puts Canada at first place, Mexico at third place. So just to let you guys know, the top 3 teams in CONCACAF. I don't really know how to say that. I'll just say CONCACAF. Go on to the World Cup. They go on to the World Cup, and I think the 4th place team goes to the playoffs. They go to the playoffs. So that's how that works. Canada versus Mexico, very nice game. Good to see Canada win. And was Alphonso Davies playing? Yeah, Alphonso Davies playing at strike, or not really striker, more like a cam, left wing cam. We have Chucky Lozano, Jimenez, and then we have Hector Herrera, and then Sanchez as well. Not Lucas Vasquez, that's Spanish from Real Madrid. But there's a Vasquez. So yeah, good to see Canada win. Let's go, oh Canada, guys, oh Canada. So yeah, that's the first game. Let's go to Brazil versus Argentina, guys. This is the game I did actually watch. What a game this was. There was a lot of good performance from Brazil. I think Brazil should have won, in my opinion, and I know the stats prove otherwise. 9 for Argentina. We have 9 shots, 3 shots, 56% possession, and then we have 9 shots, 2 shots on target with 44% possession. I don't know, like both Brazil and Argentina, they're really good teams, so I don't really have a preference here. It's like I think both teams are very, very there's some good players I like from Brazil, and then there's players I like from Argentina. So I don't. There's no favorite team here. If it's Argentina and like Canada, I'm gonna be picking. I know I was born here and I was raised in Canada my whole life. But if it's Argentina versus Canada, I'm gonna be picking Argentina. They're a very very strong team, very historic team as well. They have many big players, and I know Canada's not the best. I know I was born here, but unfortunately we don't have. This year we're doing outstanding performance by Canada national men's national team in the football. Maybe trying to carry us to the World Cup for the second time ever in history for Canada history. But unfortunately, I feel like we may be underrated, but I feel like we don't have many like we can't really compare our players to Argentina players. They have the Pau, they have Angel Di Maria, Lionel Messi, of course, La Pulga. They have all these players, guys. So yeah, yeah, they have Martinez, the goalkeeper for Aston Villa. They have Dybala, who was unfortunately injured. But on the other hand, Brazil also have another team, so that's why I can't really compare for Argentina and Brazil. But when it comes to Argentina and Canada, I'm gonna be picking Argentina because these two teams are one of the world's best teams in South America or even in all of America. They're one of the two of the best teams in the world. And yeah, so you can't really compare, but it's a very nice game to watch because they have outstanding players. We had a few good performances. Vinicius Jr., guys, he had a very nice run. Who actually had a rainbow flick, guys. I did not believe what I watched. Rainbow flick. Unfortunate that the touch he like passed it out the box, and then the guy out the box passed it to Cunha in the middle, and unfortunately it didn't go in. Yeah, here. It's not Acuna, it's just Cunha. Not Acuna, just Cunha. So remove the A. Rafinha, he was bleeding. His mouth and was bleeding. So I don't know what is going on there. No red or anything. Yeah, Acuna was playing quite aggressive. Aggressive? What am I saying? Quite aggressive, to be honest. Lucas Paqueta, we didn't see big performance from him this time. Neymar wasn't also here either, so I don't know where he was. Allison got injured, I think, in near the second half or near the end of the first half. I think like something happened to him. I saw Eder Militao, Marquinhos, Fabinho, Vinicius Jr. doing some nice work. So in my opinion, stars for that I really noticed the most while I watched it was definitely Fred, because of course you gotta watch Fred. Yeah, it's just Fred. He's built different. Rafinha, Cunha, and Vinicius Jr. and a bit of Lucas Paqueta, but because he did well in the last performance, so I was expecting him to do something good here, but unfortunately not. And then from Argentina, I was mainly. I mainly watched Acuna, Di Maria, Martinez, and Lionel Messi. Of course, the Paul was a big one because he was in the midfield, had a few good opportunities, had a nice shot on net, and with a good save by Allison. He had a good save. Romero and Otamendi. Otamendi, actually, not Otamendi. Otamendi. So yeah, that was the players I made, the key players I watched for Argentina. Overall, good game. I don't think Argentina. I think Argentina need one more win to fully qualify for the World Cup. So, is there a way we can see like their table? If we look here, I think there are. I don't know how many games there are left, but maybe we go over here to FootMob. I have this on my phone. It's a really good app. So if you guys want to download it as well, make sure you do because it's a very good app for football. So you go to Argentina here, and it doesn't show any matches. World Cup. So if we look here, it doesn't really say World Cup, but I don't think there's many. Well, there's 10 games, so they have to verse each team twice. So that's like 20 games. I think that's 20 games. But minus Argentina, that's 9. That's 18 games. So they need to play 18 games to They need to play 18. Wait, why does it say suspended? What happened here? Oh my, no ways it got suspended. Oh no, this was a long time ago. Oh, it got suspended and now it was today. So yeah, good game overall. I think they need one more win. Going back to what I was saying earlier, they need one more win. I think it's 18 games. It should be 18 games, so hopefully they can qualify. Of course, it's I know they didn't qualify today, but it's Argentina. Of course, you know they're gonna win. Especially no offense to the other teams, but I think they're definitely gonna beat like maybe like Bolivia, Paraguay. Like, have you seen these teams in the World Cup? I haven't personally. I don't really like watch these two teams. Uruguay, of course, they have Cavani, they have Luis Suarez, Purates, I think that's how you say his name. Don't want to butcher it. Colombia, very nice team. Ecuador, also a good team. They had the same flag here, kind of, but has a symbol. And then, of course, Argentina and Brazil. I know Argentina didn't win and didn't like fully secure their qualifying spot, but of course they are going to stay in the finals. And I just want to make sure if they do get it, if they do win, that puts them at 32 points. 32. Yeah, that puts in a 32 points because plus 3. And then if the Colombia or like if Peru had 4 games left, 4 times 3 equals 12. 12 plus 17 equals 29. So yeah, so they'll secure the spot if they do win one more. So hopefully they can win it. Of course, it's a big team, so it doesn't really matter right now, but it's gonna be good to see them at least qualify. That's a good part. Or on the other hand, the team that didn't qualify, which we'll go to right away, another team that, yeah, of course we're gonna see Argentina qualify because they have like 5 games left. So 13, they play 18 games. 5 games left. Of course, they're gonna win 1 out of 5 with a team like Argentina and Brazil already qualifying as well. We're gonna see Argentina qualify, but a big team, one of the GOATs, historical legends, Cristiano Ronaldo, guys. Portugal did not qualify, guys. They are going to the playoffs. They're gonna have to take the playoff route. Now, in 2018, Ronaldo did actually clutch up for Portugal and did take them through the playoff route to get Portugal to the 2018 World Cup. They did get to the World Cup, but unfortunately they did not win. France won, of course. Ramene coupe à la mesa. You guys, if you guys know that song, yeah, they sang it at the World Cup after they won. Best team in the world, France. I think they have very young talent, very experienced talent. You have Karim Benzema, Samuel Umtiti, Paul Pogba, many experienced players. Lloris as well. He's a captain. He at Spurs, he's the captain. He's very like communicative with the team. Of course, all keepers are like that. Alisson is like that. Ederson is like that. All keepers should be like that because they're trying to get the ball away, so they need to communicate to what to do, get it away, something like that. But unfortunately for Portugal, they did not win. Renato Sanchez scoring in the 2nd minute. I didn't watch the goal. I had it, but I was playing FIFA at the same time, so I didn't watch it. Tadic, guys. Let's talk about Tadic and Alexander Mitrovic, guys, scoring a nice header, crossed in from a header, and unfortunately, you can even see Ronaldo is yelling. He's mad. He was very mad because in the 90th minute, you can't really do anything about that. So very unfortunate. Alexander Mitrovic, he actually, I think it was Mitrovic or Tadic, one of the two, didn't score for Serbia to go into to qualify or to like make it out of the group stage during the Euros, but they came in clutch and got Serbia the win. If Serbia didn't win, if they drew, Portugal still make it through because I don't know if we can see the group here, but oh yeah, we can see over here. If Portugal, see -3, they both have 17, but because of the goal difference here, Portugal would have gone through even if it was a tie. They would have been at 18 points, but because of Portugal's goal difference, they would have gone through still, or even they would have gone through. But since Mitrovic he unfortunately missed for Serbia and didn't qualify them for the knockout stage during the Euros, but he came in nicely, got Serbia to win, especially against a big team like Portugal. You're probably expecting, once again on paper, you're expecting Portugal to win, but but Serbia is not a bad team. But overall, you're gonna, with the history of the players, you're gonna expect Portugal to win. But when it comes to match day, it's not the case, guys. And I really wish we can lineups here. We can see the lineups. We have Tadic, very good player. At Ajax, you have Kostic, Mitrovic, Alexander or whatever, Mitrovic Savic. I think he plays for what's it called? Napoli or Inter Milan. They have a lot of talent. They have a lot of talent. Zivikovic, a lot of Ich's there, and they all have Ich. Vic, Tadic, Lukic, Savic, Kostic, Ich. The only player that doesn't have Ich is this guy in the middle. He's not itchy. He took a shower. He's not itchy anymore. So yeah, unfortunate loss for Portugal. They're going to have to take the playoff route, and I wish I can see like Europe playoffs World Cup. I don't know if there's a way if we can see this. Cristiano Ronaldo misses Gareth Bale and so over here we know the teams as well. Italy didn't make the World Cup from group stages. They have to take the playoff route as well. Poland didn't make it. Sweden didn't make it. Wales didn't make it. Gareth Bale, Wales. What is this team over here? But and then of course the one and only historic GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo. And yeah, I don't know who this guy is. But yeah, very unfortunate. Italy also. So yeah, we can either see if it comes down to Italy versus Portugal, one of the two might not be making it to the World Cup this year. So it's gonna be, the playoffs might be more interesting than the World Cup itself, because this is a very big playoff. It could be Ronaldo's last World Cup. This playoff could be more interesting than the actual World Cup. We ought to wait and see. And I personally believe that Messi is the GOAT. I still have mad respect for Cristiano Ronaldo as well, world's football legend. They both have skill. They're both GOATs, but I personally like Lionel Messi more. But it's gonna be very bad, very very unfortunate, and very devastating to not see Ronaldo in the World Cup. But yeah, that's Ronaldo. Serbia versus Portugal, and yeah, Alexander Mitrovic coming in with the clutch. Let's go on to France national team, USA, Mexico, and then we're going to be looking overall at all the tables so far, with a few countries that we haven't gotten a look at. Kylian Mbappe scoring his first hat-trick for France, and I know it was against Kazakhstan, but still a very impressive thing for Kylian Mbappe. 22 years old, or 21 years old he is. Karim Benzema, Karim the Dream, scoring 2 goals. Rabiot scoring another goal. I think he's left back, isn't he? Like a left wing or something. What is he? Center? Oh yeah, center mid. I think he plays for Napoli. And then Antoine Griezmann, a foul a foul on Kylian Mbappe, and Kylian actually gave it to Antoine Griezmann. What am I saying? Why am I not saying my? I'm saying it like too fast. But to Antoine Griezmann, Antoine, you're saying like the one. So Antoine Griezmann. Yeah, good to see Kylian Mbappe scoring a hat trick, his first hat trick with a plus, like a 4 trick, just say like a 4 trick. If he scored 2 more, Benzema gave him the other 2 goals, it would have been a double hat trick. That would have been insane. But yeah, nice to see 8. Oh, it was against Kazakhstan, but luckily I have 3 teams, 3 national teams: France, Iran, and Canada. Maybe you can put Argentina, Brazil are more of another favorite team. But like overall, my supporting, like I want them to go through, or like if it's France versus Argentina, I want France to go through because they have a very strong team. But Argentina are not a bad team. Argentina, Brazil, and Portugal they're good teams as well. They're definitely key to put, like you need to like keep eyes on them as well. But yeah, this win secures France to the World Cup as well. They just showed the lineup. If I go to stats, maybe yeah, here. This puts them at how many games? That's 1, 2, 3, 4 versus each of them 8 times. So yeah, this actually finishes off the group. Yeah, they had another game today against Finland, winning 2-0. France goes to the World Cup, securing the spot in the World Cup. No playoff. Ukraine actually go to the playoffs. So they're going to be going to the playoffs as well. What's his name? Not Shevchenko. Left back, young left back at Manchester City. I forgot his name. But yeah, he plays for Ukraine. And then Finland, not unfortunately, does a guy know my cousin's Discord, because my cousin streams FIFA. He is actually from Finland, and unfortunately for them, they did not qualify. Not even making it to the playoffs. Unfortunately, Finland, Bosnia, and Kazakhstan will not be seeing them at Qatar. Peace. Peace guys. That's France. So hello, friends. Peace. Other three teams, and maybe we'll say hi to Ukraine later. But yeah, good to see France. Let's go to USA versus Mexico last week. This was before Mexico. This was before like the updated timeline of Canada at first. But we're gonna be talking about this and then looking at the overall stats over here. Overall has all the World Cup like group stages and everything. So yeah, USA versus Mexico. Good to see USA actually win. They're a very good team. USA, Mexico, and Canada. I think we've seen a lot of good, a lot of like a lot of the world is looking on these guys right now because they're having a very good performance right now. Especially since the World Cup is coming, the World Cup qualifiers is near the end of qualifying rounds next year. Near I think like February-ish, near my birthday in February. I think it's gonna end. I think the qualifying are gonna end. Maybe the playoffs will be going on, but I think qualifying so far we're gonna be seeing all the teams that qualified through group stages, and then we're gonna hopefully see teams in the who are going to the playoffs. Hopefully, we're gonna be seeing those teams starting to qualify as well, so we can see the whole list of the World Cup nations. But America, yeah, let's go back. America, Mexico, and Canada. Just overall, yeah, America, Mexico, and Canada. North America and South America. So I feel like we're seeing a lot more eye on these guys. Like we're seeing more view on these guys, especially after the Qatar Gold Cup or whatever that was. We're seeing a lot more like eye on these three teams, especially USA, Mexico, and Canada. Not just South America, not just North America. These three teams specifically, because of course for Canada this could be our second time in the World Cup, so it is another historic event. So that's going to be very good for Canada. Christian Pulisic, left wing at Chelsea, actually scoring a nice goal, and he actually did a celebration. I forgot. I think it was like man in the mirror because goalkeeper at Mexico actually said something. I forgot what he said, but like this was his response, like man in the mirror. Or Mexico is trying to copy America and like be as good as America. I think that's what he meant. Weston McKenzie plays for Juventus, I believe, center defensive mid at Juventus. He scored a nice goal as well, and then Miles Robertson getting a red card, and that puts USA at first place at 15. They were at 14 points. But yeah, not really much to say because they had another game after which did affect it affected the table, so nothing really much to say. But the video is not quite done yet. We're gonna be talking about like the overall look through these. Of course, Serbia going on with Portugal having to go through the playoff route. Spain going, so good to see Spain. Is Ramos there? Is Ramos? I'm really hoping Sergio Ramos is in the table. If we look at squad, please be Ramos. I really love Ramos. Ramos is one of my favorite defenders in the world, and he is not here. I don't know what happened. I know he is injured, but like Ramos has kind of had a downfall these past 2 seasons, in my opinion. So hopefully he can get back together. He was injured. I heard some rumors about Paris Saint-Germain actually wanting to cancel, or I don't know the term, but they wanted to like end his contract at Paris Saint-Germain. But I think he's getting his stuff together. I think he doesn't want to leave, so he's trying to get his training to like play this next game. So I think we're gonna see his debut in the next Paris Saint-Germain game. So that's gonna be good. Hopefully see his debut soon. One of my favorite, if not my favorite center backs of all time. I think he has to be at first. Maybe like Maldini second and Van Dijk. I know Van Dijk and Maldini and Ramos can't compare, but Van Dijk is I personally think Van Dijk has had a good few seasons. Maybe not this season. Maybe well, I haven't really watched Liverpool because I'm not a Liverpool fan. But maybe not this season. He hasn't had the best, but the past like 3 seasons, not including the start of this season, but the past 3 seasons he's had a good season, a good performance, especially when they won Champions League, best seasons. But yeah, Sweden, Spain, and Switzerland going, and yeah, this is where it doesn't happen. Italy, if only Italy won against Northern Ireland, it was 0-0, and they lost. It was 0-0. All they had to do is score 1 goal. to make it, and unfortunately they didn't. So yeah, it's Italy, Sweden, and Portugal. Those are the three teams. France making it. Ukraine, we just talked about that. Belgium actually, so good to see. What's his name? Eden Hazard, his brother Hazard, Thibaut Courtois, Lukaku, Lakaka, as I say. Kevin De Bruyne, one of my favorite center mids. I think he's having a good performance, especially in the Euros. He had a good performance. I know he was injured for quite a bit, but overall, when he did play, he did have some good performance. Oh yeah, Thorgan Hazard, that's his name. And then yeah, it's Thibaut Courtois good. So they're I wouldn't say they're the best team compared to like France or like Argentina or Brazil. I wouldn't rate them that high. And I think on the list on like the FIFA World Ratings, they're on the top of the leaderboard. But in my opinion, I wouldn't rate them that high. I don't think they're gonna win the World Cup. Maybe they will. Maybe I'm just like doubting them. Maybe it's like they're underrated team. But in my opinion, I doubt they're going to rate. Like there's definitely more overrated teams like France, Argentina, Portugal, or like Brazil. But yeah, Denmark and Scotland. Denmark with Schmeichel. I think yeah. One thing I do agree with like a lot of the social media, football world is that Denmark rely on Schmeichel a lot, and that's the problem. They need to focus on like what's their squad? The way that we have Casper, that's the coach, but yeah, Casper Schmeichel. They really like his dad was actually the goalkeeper, legend goalkeeper, Schmeichel. I forgot his first name. It's just not clicking right now. But maybe like Kajar. I'm definitely butchering that name. He might be good. Christensen. He's decent at Chelsea. Was might not be bad. Delaney. Mail. Wait, isn't this Mahale? I don't know how to say it. Definitely butchering that once again. I think he's a right back actually. But yeah, overall, like there's not many players I know. Maybe they're underrated. But overall, they definitely rely mostly on Schmeichel, on Casper Schmeichel. But yeah, they have two more games. They have two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Oh no, so this is done. So these are done as well. Denmark going over. But yeah, it's just like whatever the group here, -1 and then times 2, and that's how many games they have to play. Netherlands, let's go. Netherlands, a very good team, as I said. Van Dijk. Yeah, they have Van Dijk. Their goalkeeper. I don't know their goalkeeper, but they have quite a decent team. If you look over here. So, Tim Krul. They have Killison. As I said, Dumfries. They have Dumfries, Van Dijk, Ake, De Ligt. I forgot all of these guys. De Vrij, Blind. Wijnaldum, Gini Wijnaldum, Jorginho Wijnaldum. Oh yeah, and I forgot Jean-Luigi. I always get Jean-Luigi and Jorginho. Those are like confusing. Frankie De Jong. I forgot. How can I forget Frankie De Jong, bro? Luke De Jong, guys. How can I forget Luke De Jong? I got Bergwijn, Memphis Depay, Danjuma, my favorite, and Malin as well. Good performance from Ajax to Borussia Dortmund this season. The Netherlands making it, Turkey going to the playoffs as well. So Turkey are definitely a good team. I rate Turkey. I know I don't rate Belgium, but honestly I do rate Turkey. I think they're like an underseen team. Unfortunately on Holland's case, Holland's really like the only and Holland's the really only good Norway player. So yeah, hopefully. Unfortunate that Holland can't really do anything. He can't really qualify for Denmark. I don't know why he's not here, or Norway, not Denmark. But why is he not here? Did he not go to the nation? Well, that's why. I guess that's why they're not going to the World Cup, because they didn't sign him. They didn't call him up. We're almost done here. Croatia, Russia. Croatia actually going. Luka Modric. Can't wait to see him. Ballon d'Or in 2018. Definitely deserve. I know Ronaldo people could say Ronaldo deserved it, but overall, I feel like they need to look at midfielders and defenders way more for Ballon d'Ors, not just players who have been winning trophies. And same goes with what Edouard Mendy says, that Chelsea goalkeeper is that they like Africa is not really seen as a big country, like a big or like even Asia. They're not, the goalkeepers are not really seen as Ballon d'Or winning nominees. And he did win the UEFA goalkeeper of the season. Hit outstanding performance, not just for Chelsea in the Premier League, but in the Champions League. Outstanding performance as well. And he doesn't have like these special events like the Nations League, the Europa League. He doesn't have these. So he did say that like the reason I didn't get nominated for the goalkeeper Ballon d'Or, just like as a goalkeeper Ballon d'Or winner or the nominee, was because like he doesn't have these extra performance stats. So like that's one reason Africa doesn't get a huge view. Yeah, that's Croatia, Russia, Slovakia, and Slovenia. They all have the same. They literally have the same logo: white, blue, red, with a weird like red cross, and white, blue, red with a weird like pirate ship. Like, what is this? They just like they don't have any like brains. And like look at the names: Slovakia and then Slovenia. Ia, they have Ia and then Slov and Ia. They have Slov and Ia. Even Ia in Russia. But yeah, England going. It's coming. Rome, guys. It's coming. Rome. Poland. Let's see. Oh, let's hope Lewandowski goes. Poland have some good players. Like oh no, I was thinking. I thought David Alaba was actually at Poland, but unfortunately he's not. Hungary. If only Hungary had Stoichkov and Pushkas, it would have qualified. Germany, of course, you're never gonna see bad performance. Germany, one of the world's best teams in the world. Germany qualifying with North North Macaroni. Let's call it that. Haji, not the Romania, so they would have qualified. But yeah, North Macaroni not qualifying. Imagine North Macaroni. I'm just calling it North. Imagine they actually go to qualify in the playoffs and Portugal doesn't. And as I said, on paper Portugal does, but when it comes to match day, maybe this team wins. Not even gonna say the name this team, but yeah, here Ecuador, Colombia, we talked about them. Chile and Uruguay, they have good players as well. They have good players. Maybe they'll come back. And yeah, Colombia, Ecuador, Argentina, Colombia, and Ecuador. They're decent teams, and of course Argentina, Brazil. Argentina need one more win. And of course, you're always gonna see good performance, even though there's 5 games left for them, for Argentina and Brazil. And I know they haven't qualified yet, but it's Argentina. They have Lionel Messi and players like that, and against these teams, no offense, but they're probably gonna win. Even though on paper they're better, and maybe on match day it's different. But I think like, who cares about what I just said? When it's Argentina and this team, the match day doesn't matter. They're probably gonna win. Syria, China going out, Austria, Kuwait out, Australia actually, not Austria, and they're done their games as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 done. Iran, guys, let's go Iran. Let's go. They actually qualified as well. I think they're fully qualified. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think there's any more games unless they go to the next group. Oh yeah, no, this is the second. What am I talking about? This is the second round. Excuse me, guys. Oh yeah, over here. Yeah, 1, 2. So if they yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they play 10. So they have 4 more. They need to win 1 out of 4 more, because if they win 1, that puts them at 19. This 13, 12 plus 6 equals 18. 12 plus 6, 18. So they need to just win. Iran just need to win 1, and they qualify. Of course, my team, my background is Iranian. So yeah, of course I'm gonna be supporting Iran. South Korea with Heung-min Son. Hopefully he can go. I'd like to see them. They're a good team as well. What is UAE again? Iraq. Something. Arabic. I forgot. Emirate. Yeah, really. Wait, let me search it. What does United something Emirates? What does UAE stand for? United Arab Emirates. United Arab Emirates. How can I not know? How can I not know? Saudi Arabia, Japan, Australia actually not going. Well, they're going to the playoffs, but they're still quite qualification AFC. Oh damn, Australia is in the AFC league, but we have Australia. So one, two, okay, 1, 2. So oh yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. They're gonna be going, and then it's gonna be between UAE and Australia. Pretty sure they're gonna have another game together, and then they're gonna be between these two. Whoever wins is be going on. So 5 groups from AFC, and yeah, just Africa as well. I just want to skip off this because we already talked about most of this as well. But yeah, that's really all. Your World Cup, the qualifiers, they're coming to the end. We're gonna see some big stuff. Of course, we've seen Portugal get knocked out of the, like, they didn't get a group. Excuse me, but they didn't get a group qualification. They have to go through the long way from the playoff. So that's quite unfortunate. A lot of big stuff going on. There's still a few more games to see groups going from the group qualification, such as Argentina. If they win one more, they secure their spot from the group qualification, and they don't have to go through playoffs to get to the World Cup. So there's still some of those going on, but we definitely got to take a look at these national teams. And next time, I think maybe this weekend there's national games. I'm not sure. I think it shows over here. Mob, best app, day, tomorrow. So no, I think we're going back to national. Friday, yeah, we're going back to national games. So that's gonna be good. Maybe the next time there's national games, I think it's gonna be World Cup again, because the World Cup it's literally in 1 year. The World Cup is literally in 1 year, and playoffs definitely by next summer we're gonna be seeing the full list of. I think we're gonna be seeing the full list of the teams going to the playoffs. So it's gonna be very interesting. We're gonna definitely have an episode on that, on the performance, and my thoughts and everything, my predictions. So we're definitely gonna be doing a lot of that next year during the summer. But yeah, that was the national games. Let's hope if we talked about your country, hopefully they make it, they secure it. But Canada, my country, hopefully they make it. I think they needed one more win. Did I say? But like Canada, France, Argentina, any of the countries I said there you saw in the video, leave it down below. Let me know what country you're supporting, and hopefully they're making it to the finals or to the World Cup as well. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the episode. If you guys enjoyed the episode, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell. Make sure to subscribe. Let's see if we can get 10 subscribers by the end of 2021. This upcoming weekend, we're gonna have a game week episode. Maybe we'll do a Bundesliga episode, if not, or Ligue 1 episode. If not, we're gonna have a Ligue 1 episode 2 weekends. But for now, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.